Okay, so are you ready to see some
I'm ready.
monkey business?
Heck yeah.
Well, George is back, and you might remember George from the last time when he did his famous trick of putting all the cards every which way, and then at the end of the trick, they were all straightened out again. Well, except the one that somebody had selected, right, George? Yeah. Well, George has been practicing a new one, and he's really anxious to show you what he's got, right? Okay, good. Now, George, here's the problem, though. You see, George, when he was showing it to me, he had a lot of trouble shuffling the card. You see, he does. So he's asked me. He doesn't have all the right accessories here to shuffle well. So he asked me if I would do that part for him. So he's going to kind of coach me along. So if you see him up there whispering in my ear, that's what he's doing. Okay, so George is going to hide here a little bit, but not too much. And he says, oh, wait a minute, George, we didn't tell him about your prediction. George made a prediction. And this is George's favorite friend here, of course. Well, anyway, George asked me, right, George? You asked me something? Yep, okay. He says, we can have a card selected this way or this way. If we have it selected this way, it seems pretty fair. If we have it selected this way, well, then I might see it, yes? But we're not going to have a card selected, are we? No, 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 no. But first, George, I saw some jokers in there. Do you want the jokers out again? Yep. Okay, okay, okay. Last time we did it, he wanted the jokers out. First time he didn't, second time he did, so sometimes he does. There's one. Oh, there's the other. Now what, George? Now what? Okay. 2 piles? They're about right. Okay, okay. Do me a favor, Ron. We have 2 piles. They're about equal. Just point to one, and you can have that one. This one here? Okay. You take this one, I'll take this one, and you do everything that I do. Now, George has taught me this. He's been working on it. And the first thing I want you to do, Ron, is take and cut it somewhere in half. Do what I do. Take your both hands like this. And we're going to shuffle. Just slide them together and shuffle. Just like that. Okay. Slide them together.
Not as easy as it looks.
Okay. Let's do that again. About halfway. Slide them together. Shuffle. Cut one last time and stop. Okay, now watch what we do. I'm going to turn this one over, and change places. Slide them, the hands on top. Shuffle. Slide them together. Cut. Slide them together.
Wow.
Shuffle.
Ron's a natural too.
Okay. Cut. Now watch what I do. You, in fact, point to one. Okay. And I'll take this one. I'll swap again. We'll mix them up even more. Hands together, shuffle. Hands together, cut. Shuffle.
Yay.
Cut.
You're doing a good job.
Okay.
Just with shuffling, they're impressed.
Let's finish the shuffle here. I'll do it here. We'll do this one more time. Cut. Now, watch what I do. We are going to keep mixing them up until Ron is satisfied. They're fairly mixed up.
Oh, come on, Ron. They're okay.
I think they're pretty mixed
Pretty
up.
mixed
Oh,
up,
yeah,
okay.
I believe they are.
Ron.
George.
George.
What's your name, George? George, you think they're mixed up? Okay. So watch what we do. We're going to take and mix them up even more. Now let's take a look at the way they are. They're fairly mixed up. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's even slide them in this way right here. George, there is no way this is going to work. Let's find out. Well, George made a prediction. And on his little prediction paper over here, he wrote on the back of it that 25 of those cards are now face down. Ooh, how can that be, George? How would you know? Yeah, okay,
That's
let's
risky,
find out.
George.
Ooh, George, don't fall off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There is no way you're going to be right, George.
You don't have to keep them separate.
Oh,
That's
oh,
all right.
did I miss
15.
one? Oh,
Well,
I
you counted.
did.
You counted it. I
counted
Oh,
thought.
it.
did you?
You counted
Okay,
it.
now,
You counted
okay,
it.
let me go through.
6.
I put it in, let's find out what we've got here. And bear with me, George, I already messed it up. Let's
Okay.
count to be safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, George! Wow! How did you do that? That was pretty good. They all liked it, George. Wait,
Very good.
what? More? More than that? Okay, George says there's another part to this. We didn't practice this,
Very bright
George.
monkey.
Wait a minute. He says that 10 of them are black. Now, George, I don't know how you know this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You did shuffle these all up, didn't you? 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh my
Wow, wow, George!
Wow, genius, George.
He shuffled them all up. He kept cutting them. He
know.
turned them upside down. Yes?
Genius, George.
I don't know. Was that it, George? There's more? No, George, there can't be any more. Wait a minute. What else is there? He said all of them are clubs. Way to go, George. Very good.
Oh,
Good,
gosh.
George. Way to go.
they are. All the black ones are
wait a minute.
clubs.
Whoops,
Wait a
whoops,
minute.
whoops.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
there's a
George.
spade in there.
Wait a minute, George. You got
George.
9 of them are clubs, but you messed one up. Well, 9 out of 10's not bad, is it? Take a bow and
It's
wait
black.
a minute. Wait a minute. There can't be more because you already messed it up, George. All of them are clubs except the ace of spades.
Wow, George, way to go.
Way to go,
All that
George.
shuffling. Wow.
I don't know how he does it. Hey, George, thank you.
Pretty good.